It's so incredible that, a lot of people that I talk to, whether it's on podcasts or off this podcast, and even myself, I mean, I'm in the film world myself, and a lot of us kind of took this path that we never thought that we would, going from the internet, early days of the internet,
Yeah.
to doing corporate work, then doing, weddings, and then doing this, and then doing documentaries. I mean, the path all of us, who want to go into film, like, you grow up watching films like Indiana Jones, Star Wars, E.T., whatever, and you're like, you want to be a filmmaker. But the struggle is, is that you have to go through all these different paths
You really
to
do.
and the time you're going through that, you may think that that's the worst thing, but each thing that you do prepares you for the next one, not knowing that it will, right? And that's what's so
Entirely.
it's so incredible
Entirely.
about.
Being able to edit, it gave me a sense of timing and pacing and
Yeah,
understanding. And then that also helped with my writing. And then when I was booking, the television show Newsmakers, that's me booking myself to do interviews. It's all of it
I
is
know, I
is just
know.
kind of a rolling. I call them transferable skills. The things that you don't expect that once you've learned how to do them actually open up opportunity for you. Because I mean, think about it on your end. How many people will go, I don't even know where to start to do that. But I'm sure you've also gone, well, I do because I did this. So I at least know a way to try to do it. And then, you just kind of build off of that. And for the people that just have no clue and then just kind of look blank, you can always be the person that raises your hand and goes, well, I think I could do that. Yeah, I did this over here, so I think I can make that work. And that's honestly, I don't know if you find the same thing. It's kept me working because I also never pitched.
100%.
I've never pigeonholed myself into saying no. I mean, it's like even when I was going to college and I thought, oh, I'm gonna go into film. I quickly
Yeah,
learned, no, wait, there's all these other two, offshoots that are under my program that I'm just not going to close myself off to that. I really actually like that. Let me explore it. And then I think that opened up me not saying no. And I mean no as in
I
someone
get it.
offers something that I didn't
Yeah.
expect. And I go, all right, sure, I'll give it a try. There's also the freelancer no, which you have to learn very later on is to
Yes.
go, no, I don't need that because I'm not going to be able to make money or I'll be able to, that's going to work poorly for me. But the curious no, I think is something that I'm not saying to be able to wipe that off of my slate early on and say, yeah, no, I'm going to say yes to something. And then why no say, I'm not going to pigeonhole myself thinking if I only take this path, this is the way that will get me
Yeah.
there. It's actually saying yes has gotten me to the paths I didn't even know that I would have liked and wanted, and has ended up making my career. So like I say that even to my students and other people that ask, what do I just say, try things, say
Yeah.
yes. You never know where it's going to lead.
It is so true. And one of the things that I've learned even nowadays, like, you always have this, we are all born with fear. Like the
Yes.
fear of, no matter how many times you've failed, you always have this little bit of fear, would this happen or not? And I remember when I was running a website way, like it was a DreamWorks fan site way back in the late 90s and early 2000s. And I had no idea how to talk to publicity people. Like, how do you approach them and
Yes.
ask for press kits and screening? And I remember I'm like, what do I do? Like, and then when I did it and I got a yes, I'm like, really, that was it? I was holding myself back for like 5, 6 months out of the fear. And that's the thing, that we think it's a daunting task, but things are pretty easy, I think, and we make them difficult.
I think so. And I agree. And I think also, that kind of eagerness that you have in the beginning when you're thinking like, let me be my most professional. Let me like, what do
Yeah.
I have to do? So somebody will like vet me and take me seriously. If
Yeah.
you start on that right foot, like a lot of people don't even bother to start on that right foot. And then you get yes. And then you continue to get yes because you continue to like go, oh, I'm taking this seriously. Sometimes that's half the battle, the fear, and then like just also comporting yourself in a way that like goes like, hey, I belong. And then they go, yeah, guess what, you do. So
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with that 100%. And those are the things that feel like really building blocky kind of things, but they actually made a really big difference for me actually getting a foot in the door, just like you.
Fantastic. That's a great career path, and to be able to go through all those things. I mean, not just professionally, but as an individual on level, you made you a lot of a stronger person and a better person every day, and it just keeps you improving. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like you said too, there's always that fear in this business that you're going to lose outlets, that you're going to lose jobs, that media companies will swallow things up or they'll just disappear, which I think, all of us
Yeah,
have whether it's from a funding side to try to make a movie, whether it's from just a place that you consistently, lean upon for work. But getting downsized was I was very lucky in that I graduated, got a full-time temporary job 2 weeks out of school, based on me saying yes and taking PA jobs and things like that. And then that turned into me actually working full-time in my profession from my graduation until 2003, which is kind of unheard of. Like everybody, even in school, was like, be prepared to be a freelancer for, figure out how to budget, during the lean times. And I did the opposite. And then I chose to be a freelancer because I really did give myself the opportunity to be inside the fully paid corporate and then huge broadcast company full-time employee model. And while it was very comfortable, I wasn't creatively challenged after a certain point,
yeah,
and then I made the choice to say, well, I think I'd rather chase the things based on my skill sets and me hopefully getting better over time and proving myself on jobs, that I can give clients what they need. And I've never really looked back. I mean, I've had
yeah.
people offer me full-time jobs and I've said, no, thank you. I'm fine being a freelancer, which so many people would look at me like you're nuts. But
I
for
know.
me, creatively, it's just been the path that's felt a lot more enriching to me. And also I've just had to rely on my hustle, which I prefer to do, and look at the horizon and go, okay, something's disappearing and something's come. No, that's new. Let me try that path. That's always just feels more alive than the kind of what I
Yeah.
did, which is go into an office and come in at this time and leave at that time. That just kind of that ate at me after a while, and I'm grateful that I haven't had to do that for a very long time.